I got a salad.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now.
Why don't you believe me, bro? Why did I physically hear voices be like, that nigga didn't get a salad? I got a salad. Let's just get into the video, bro.
We some motherfucking apex predators. When it's the genesis, out for their presidents, VPs, and delegates. Ain't smoking on the delicate, weighing out the heavy shit. You could get high off the smell of it.
Good evening. I'm sure this isn't the first time you've heard of the Jonathan Majors case.
Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Gotta go faster, 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 faster.
It's been on everyone's For You page, everyone's feed, so much that I watched the full-length video of Shorty chasing him 3 blocks. Never went out of my way to, never searched up a single damn thing. I don't even think I typed in Majors. Regardless of like your stance, quote unquote stance, because it's already happened, you know? Like, your stance doesn't matter, but regardless of how you feel about the situation, bro, we have to admit, watching her, first off, his stride was graceful. 2 things. We have to admit 2 things. His stride was graceful. That's an athletic build. That's an athletic build. In a tux, second one, let me be serious for a second. My fault. Second thing we have to acknowledge is watching her chase him 3 blocks. That shit's compelling. I don't know what your stance is, and honestly, it doesn't matter what your stance is, doesn't matter what my stance is. But watching someone chase someone 3 blocks is compelling. Whichever way you want to put it, it's compelling. That's not the topic of this video. All right, so this is eerily similar to like what R. Kelly did. And we know R. Kelly was guilty. And so I'll just leave that sentence where it was. But we're going to be reacting to Jonathan Majors speaking out for the first time after the conviction on 2 of the 4 counts. Here we go.
Now our ABC News exclusive with actor Jonathan Majors. Lindsay, you sat down with him.
Yeah, this is Majors' first interview since he was convicted of misdemeanor reckless assault and harassment. And there's really a lot to unpack here. He calls the 2-year relationship with Grace Jabari toxic, dangerous, and unhealthy. But he is adamant. He says there was absolutely no physical abuse.
Why are you... Okay, see, my immediate issue is, why are you showing him as a supervillain? Why are we showing a Disney movie right now? This is a very serious case. Like, this is like someone got convicted of like aggravated assault or whatever the fuck. And you're showing Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. Oh, it's just B-roll. You couldn't have found better B-roll? I would have literally rather watched like rocks tumbling down a hill. I don't want to see him dressed up about to go to battle with some ants.
I told you, time isn't what you think.
Less than a year ago, the name Jonathan Majors was followed by talk of critical and box office success, skyrocketing fame, even Oscar
Big
buzz.
titty ass nigga.
I'm coming for
Nigga
everything.
got big ass titties.
This morning, a different conversation.
Man, why your pants so... Why your pants so big? Move this fat ass banner, bro. I can't see what he got on the feet. What's up with him? L cut. All right, like, let me actually give him a chance now. I just had to, you know when like you got a head to toe a nigga? I had to do that, and then let's actually give him a chance now. I don't know what I mean by give him a chance. Let's just watch the video and react.
Surrounds that marquee name.
Something about sitting here right now and looking at you and understanding the gravity of the situation. A situation that I, in many ways, put myself in.
The actor spoke exclusively with ABC News for the first time after being convicted in late December for harassment and misdemeanor reckless assault in the 3rd degree.
Where Megan good at? Like, I'm not worried about nothing. First off, tough glasses. Tough glasses, nigga got drip, or a stylist, or Megan put them on him. But yeah, that brings me back to my first point. Where's Megan good at? Show us Megan good. Show us Megan.
Could carry a penalty of up to a year behind bars.
Why did you decide you wanted to talk now?
I felt like it was time. A lot has...
I felt like it was time. When did this come out? Oh, today. Okay, so like what? Like a week after being found guilty? That's when you felt like it was time? You can't say I felt like it was time and it's been under 10 days. You can't say I felt like it was time and it's literally been less than a fortnight. Nigga, you just wanted to say you literally did it as like almost at like the earliest convenience because you probably couldn't have talked about it during the fucking process. So really you probably did it the second you could. Real talk. This is so R. Kelly-esque. Yo, editing Flott. Please do the thing that you know I'm asking you to do. And you know he did it too. You wanna know why? Because I'm really trying to grind, bro. I'm really trying to get on my bully, bro. Like I'm really trying to.
Has happened in my personal life, in my career, in the culture. It's about responsibility and coming forward and being brave and
What turtleneck is this? This is a fantastic turtleneck. This is such a good turtleneck. It fits.
giving my
Nobody was listening. Are we listening to him? Y'all, did y'all want me to listen to him? Because I'm not. I'm worried about that turtleneck, bro. I want a good turtleneck.
story.
Your reaction to that verdict?
Shock. I was absolutely shocked and afraid.
Yeah, so while he has his tongue out, y'all, let me go and just, study up. He doing research. Yeah, he doing research. He doing research. Yeah, he doing research. He thinking this shit. Yeah, okay. So Jonathan Majors was charged of 2 counts of misdemeanor assault and 2 counts of harassment. And then he was found innocent. He was found guilty for 1 of each.
Are you sure about that?
Hold on. Okay. So after skimming through this shit, not picking up any information through my eyeballs, and then having to actually read it, he was charged with recklessly but not intentionally injuring Jabari and literally, that's what he was charged with, harassing her outside of the SUV after the altercation. As soon as he got out that SUV, he started dipping. But that's just what my eyes saw. That's just what I saw. I don't have a stance on it. I just saw him break out into a majestic stride, and I saw her lose wind behind him. That's it. Back to this vid, though. Back to this vid.
I'm standing there, and the verdict comes down. I say, how is that possible? Based off the evidence, based off the prosecution's evidence, let alone our evidence. How is that possible?
But after only hours of deliberation,
You should have said the lack of. Also, why does he look so much different in these 2 pictures? Like, he looks like 30 pounds lighter than this picture. Which one's the more
jury
recent
of
one?
his peers agreed with prosecutors that he did physically injure his then-girlfriend Grace Jabari in an incident last March.
What happened exactly, do you know?
No, I don't know. But she's unconscious.
That 911 call from Majors came hours after an argument broke out with Jabari in the back seat of an SUV.
So here we have Jonathan Majors, I believe, trying to get away from her or get her out of the Uber. They get off the road and then he breaks away. Bro has the coat hiked up and he's getting into like his normal jogging pace. Like that's how he got ready for Creed 3. Like that's his jogging pace. Like bro, he runs a 9-minute, 8-minute mile, bro. He's not, bro, you know what's crazy? He's not gasping yet. Like he's not breathing heavy at all. Look how far he's turning the corner. He's turning the corner, bro. He's not done. He could have gone around the fucking city if he wanted to.
Majors received a text from another woman saying, "Oh, how I wish to be kissing you."
What does that have to do with anything?
Jabari testified that when she grabbed the phone, Majors...
That's not true. That's not true. I cannot believe I almost like accepted that as fact. Oh, how I wish to be kissing you. Like, come on, bro. 34. Fuck no. Horrible picture. Horrible picture. Horrible picture. Megan Good's 42. Ah, fuck the shit out of Megan Good. Okay, but yeah, so like my point was he's 34. He's 34. No 34-year-old is talking about some, my fault, wrong video. Talking about some, oh, how I wish to be kissing you. That's not a thing. No, no, no.
Oh, how I wish to be kissing you.
Cap.
Jabari testified that when she grabbed the phone, Majors tried to get it back, fracturing her finger and giving her a cut behind her ear.
She says inside the car, you hit her in the face,
Yeah.
twist her arm behind her back, fracture her middle finger.
Yeah, that did not happen.
How did those injuries come about?
I wish to God I knew.
In the moments where they need to convey emotion, it's so hard to believe an actor. Epiphany. It's so hard to believe an actor because they've spent their whole life preparing for this.
That would give clarity. That would give me some type of peace about it.
But you're confident you didn't
I
cause
have no
them.
question.
Surveillance video shows Majors getting out of the car, followed by Jabari, whom he then puts back inside the vehicle.
Oh, okay.
What happens next is what the defense remains focused on. Majors runs off, and Jabari chases after him.
If you watch those videos and you reverse that, and you saw a black man chasing a young white girl down the street, screaming and crying, that man is going to be shot and killed in the streets of New York City.
Majors' defense team shared these photos, which
Clawing
Get that shit off my screen immediately. Get that shit off my screen immediately.
for the phone, and I had a gash on my, at the time I had a beard. Under my beard I had essentially a fingernail scratch on my, I guess my cheek from pressure.
Damn.
And that bled overnight.
but prosecutors say Majors was the aggressor. District Attorney Alvin Bragg says the evidence presented throughout this trial illustrated a cycle of psychological and emotional abuse. In court, prosecutors pointed to a previous argument during which he knocked a candle to the floor.
I completely lost my temper in that moment and threw it all on the ground. That's not something I would want my child to do. And I did that. I absolutely did that. And felt terrible about it.
The prosecution also played audio Jabari had recorded earlier in the relationship where Majors encouraged her to act more like Coretta Scott King and Michelle Obama.
I'm a great man.
You'll never, ever get me to hear that ever again. You will never, you could put a gun to my head and be like, Flott, if you don't listen to this tape again, I'm a boom you. And I'm gonna close my eyes and say, I'm not Muslim. That's not funny. No. I'm gonna be like these. Tell my mama I love her. Tell my mama I'm sorry. I hit that. Chit.
A great man. I am doing
Skip.
a great woman.
Skip.
And Michelle Obama.
It was me trying to give an analogy of what it is I'm aspiring to be. You know, these great men, Martin, President Obama, and trying to give a reference point to that. One of the things I also say is like, I need her, in that case Grace, to make the same sacrifices that I am making.
In a statement to ABC News, an attorney for Jabari said in part, it is not at all surprising that Mr. Majors continues to take no accountability for his actions, adding, the timing of these new statements demonstrates a clear lack of remorse for his actions.
Do you feel you're not responsible for her injuries at all?
That's what he said. That's literally what he said. What are these questions? I guess, I mean, what is this, Good Morning America? You're not trying to get to the truth. You just...
I shouldn't have been in the car. I shouldn't have stepped out of the relationship. I shouldn't have been in the relationship. If I'm not in the car, none of this is happening. If I leave the relationship, none of this is happening. If I'm man enough or brave enough to say, I want to see somebody else, or I'm done now. I'm not in that car. We're not here. I'm responsible for those things.
But none of her injuries.
I can't say that. None of her injuries.
The response was almost perfect until, like you said, I can't say that. Just be like, no, I didn't hit the bitch. I didn't hit the bitch. I want to make it abundantly clear. I want to make it abundantly clear how many times Kang had the upper hand in this fight. The objective was to get to that little glowy portal and get back to the real world and, I don't know, conquer. But instead, bro, he fought this nigga for another like 11 minutes. Look, bro. He's on his back. Yo, what are you doing? Why are you standing over him looking ominously, bro? The portal is behind you, unattended. You're taking so long, number one. And number two, Wasp, where the fuck are you? Why is she just sitting out there? Just sitting out there like contemplating whether she should come back. Clearly something went awry. The nigga was a foot behind you and now he hasn't been through in I don't even know how long this is taking. He's on his back with his hands up. Your opponent's palms and closed eyes are facing you. You won.
I want you to remember, you could have gone home.
Like he's winning. Now look, like Ant-Man is now across the room, dazed with a bloody nose. The portal is now 4 feet away from you, unattended, my nigga. You could have conquered, but you decided to take that little girl's father. And you know what's crazy? He forewent his ultimate goal just to kill this nigga and then ended up losing to this nigga. Shorty came back to help him and shit, right? He's eating these lasers. And then watch this, watch this. Huh. Why you just let him traverse the entire room and then jaw your shit? Nah, like really lock in, like do your homework on how he came in just now. All shoulder, that was an overhead toss. Pretty much, damn near. Huh. You know how you, I'ma reiterate. If you look at my toes, you're weird. He had to come through the room like this. That's how he had to come through the room. He had to come through skipping to gain like momentum. Look at his hands up. Watch out. Hold on, bro. Look at his hands up in the air. Nose scrunched. He's finna start sneezing. He's finna start sneezing, bro. You know you really punched the shit out of somebody when you hit them and they start sneezing. Bro, all cause you just, first off, terrible editing. Terrible editing. And I'll tell you why. So what, his like elbow was like getting sucked in? It was his elbow getting sucked in, right? And then it somehow went to his entire midriff and down. Nigga, he got stuck like this. We cut to Scott Lang and Jane Foster. Nah. Wasp. We cut to Ant-Man and the Wasp. And then we come back to him. This nigga's he's like this. How the fuck he go from this to his whole body being in there and he like this? You're not making sense, bro. But yeah. Yo, watch out. It's my video. Bozo. Anyway. That's the video. No clapping tonight. No clapping tonight. Stop clapping. Stop clapping, yo. Alright? It's no longer a surprise. I be YouTubing this shit. Okay? I put my foot down and I was like, this year, I'm posting content, bro. So that's what I'm doing. So I don't need no claps. However, I do appreciate recognition in my work. So, and for you, the one watching, like the vid. Yo, Flott, editing Flott. Can you put a Mexican dog pointing at them with an eyebrow raised? and like in text it's like quiero, you're probably not gonna do it, but I would really appreciate it if you did, bro.
¿Quieres?
All right, W vid, like, comment, and subscribe and shit, and make sure to go with the flow. Deuces. Yeah. Look at the chicken, nigga. Stop looking at me, nigga. Look at the chicken, nigga.